Peace and Allah's mercy and blessings be upon you. So, today's video, inshallah, will be about an experience and an example of my first move to become a teacher. If I didn't do that move, probably I wouldn't be here recording for you guys. Honestly, I'm being so honest with you, and this step changed my whole life, my career, my English, my grammar. So what is this whole thing that I'm talking about? Today I'm gonna talk about the first time I was trying to apply to a place where I want to be a teacher in, like a school or whatever. So the story begins when I applied to like different kind of schools at the beginning of the year. When I graduated, immediately I went outside, I went to the out world, and I started to search. I never wait for opportunity to come to me. I always go and seek for opportunities. So here's what happened. I think I applied to more than 20 schools at that time, and I did that for a very long period of time, like for 2 months or so. Eventually, I got a call from one of the schools, and I thought that I am accepted when they called me, like, and come, and we want to see you, let's have an interview, and all that stuff. So I went there, and I had my interview, and I did my lesson. Usually when you go to a school, they have to see how you teach, how you give a lesson in a real classroom, when you have students and teachers and people to evaluate you. So I did my lesson, and the supervisor was there, and she was observing how do I teach. Immediately after 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes, she said, stop. Like that, she said, stop. And she raised her hand and she said, stop. And I was like, okay. Then she took me and she told me, okay, you're not suitable to be a teacher, any kind of teachers. Like, you're zero at teaching. So I said, okay, do you have any available job in your school? Like, I just want to be in an environment where I can be with other teachers. I just want to be in an environment where I can talk English. I want to be in an environment where I can, wherever, I don't care. So I said, give me any job that you have. Like, I can be whatever you want. So she said, okay, we have a vacant job for a librarian, like a teacher who sits in the library and reads to the student, a PE teacher, and we need both. So can you do the job? If you can, you can take it. If you can't, we don't have any. So I said, okay, yes, I can do it, with a very, very low amount of salary. Like, it's very low. And I took like more than 25 like classes per week. Usually an English teacher has 24. This is maximum. And I didn't have a contract at that time, and I was so afraid that if I didn't have a contract, I won't be able to get my rights. So I continued with them for a whole week, hoping that I can get a contract. And when I talked to the principal, she told me, you're not good at the professional work, and you don't deserve to be a teacher. You're not good in this place, and you should never apply to any job after that, because you're not talking professionally, you can wait more and you can get your contract after a month or so, probably. So I said, it's okay. I know that this is not the best place for me, and I know I have more opportunities. I will continue to search. Okay, after what happened, I didn't like cry or had a shock over what happened with that school or with that principal. Eventually, I had a call from a school which needed, like, urgently a teacher, an English teacher. Well, actually, an English and social studies teacher. So I had both positions, and it was a year full of experiences, not one experience. Like, I'm really thankful for that principal who told me that I am not good for that position, because if I continued in that school which I applied and I agreed to be a PE and a librarian teacher, I wouldn't have to search for other schools to be an English teacher. So I am so thankful for you for what you said, and alhamdulillah, I am here now teaching English. Yeah.